Guys, today we're going to be breaking down the kettlebell snatch into 4 simple progressions to help improve both your technique and efficiency at this movement. Step 1, we're going to be looking at the setup position for the kettlebell snatch. Really the 2 things we're wanting to focus on here is understanding our hinge, along with getting better at having a fast, aggressive extension of our hips. So, kettlebell starting on the floor, we'll stand 1 full foot back. Our feet will be slightly wider than our hips. We'll pick up the kettlebell, bring it up to our hips. Really all we're trying to think about here is keeping the kettlebell as close as we can to our hips. This is where we generate our power, so the closer we get the kettlebell to our hips, the easier the kettlebell snatch will be. Guys, so now that we touched on the hinge pattern and our hip extension, we're going to want to look at how the kettlebell moves. The main thing here is we want to try and keep the kettlebell as close to our body as possible. What we're going to do is some half pulls. We're going to think hinge, hip pop our hips, elbow comes up and back. A good indication that you're doing this right is the bottom of the kettlebell should be facing the wall that's opposite you. Step 3, understanding how the kettlebell rotates around the wrist. Biggest thing we see is athletes is in a kettlebell snatch, they go to do the kettlebell snatch, the kettlebell flips over their knuckles and slaps them on the wrist. So to address this, all we're simply going to do, grab a really light kettlebell and we're just going to practice the rotation. So you're going to pick the kettlebell up, palms facing my thighs. As I pull the kettlebell up, my hand rotates around, my palm's now facing the opposite wall. So, just do a couple of reps of this each side to get a better understanding of how the kettlebell should rotate around your wrist. So guys, now that we've mastered the hip hop, keeping the kettlebell close, it's time to actually do some kettlebell snatches. So guys, one thing I want to highlight on the kettlebell snatch is, yes, we want to keep the kettlebell really close to our body as we go up. However, on the way down, we want to let it swing out in front of us. This is so that it allows us to enter our next rep in a really strong hinge position to allow us to use our hips and generate as much momentum as possible.